Breaking news out of North Korea right now. In breaking news which should make all red-blooded Americans glee with pride and patriotism. A former British Foreign Secretary Sir Malcolm Rifkind is telling the BBC that Saturday's failed North Korean missile misfire was apparently no misfire at all. Apparently, it's being reported that the missile fired Saturday, which blew up almost immediately after launch, wasn't just North Korea's ancient technology and plain ineptness at play, but it was none other than the Pentagon's doing. It's rumored President Trump's Pentagon has used cyber warfare tactics to render Kim Jong-un's wargaming days over, at least for now. Via the Federalist Papers. The failed missile test in North Korea may have been an act of sabotage by the United States government. A former British Foreign Secretary is telling the BBC that American intelligence used cyber warfare before to thwart North Korean missile test and that there is a strong belief that the Trump administration was behind the regime's failed launch. Sir Malcolm Rifkind said, "It could have failed because the system is not competent enough to make it work, but there is a very strong belief that the US through cyber methods has been successful on several occasions in interrupting these sorts of tests and making them fail." All this came at a time when United States Vice President Mike Pence is scheduled to visit South Korea. Pence is visiting to discuss the rising tensions between the North and the South. Because the Korean War ended in a truth and not an actual peace treaty, the dirt-poor North Korea and the prosperous democracy freedom-loving South are still at war. Kim Jong-un, which is also known as the only fat boy in North Korea, where most of its population is starving, regularly threatens the South and the South's main ally, the United States of America. As he stated multiple times during the 2016 presidential campaign, President Trump has sent a clear message to Fat Boy, stating if he keeps up his shenanigans he might even give the order to strike without North Korea striking first. By doing this, Trump has set a clear presence that the days when Fat Boy used to throw a temper tantrum and the US would send him money or sign Michael Jordan basketballs to keep the peace were in fact over. This shows the deal President Bill Clinton made in order to stop North Korea's nuclear program was a resounding failure. Thank God the days of the Clinton and Obama appeasement policies and leading from behind are over. Good riddance. Look what Trump just did for Easter. This is amazing. After 8 long and dark years of having the far-left anti-American heat, Barack Hussein Obama as president, this Easter Christians can once again be proud of their leader. It's being reported President Trump has traveled to Mar-a-Lago on Air Force One for this Easter Sunday. First Lady Melania and their son Barron will travel on their own Trump Force One to meet him. They are going to have the whole Trump family over for Easter Sunday celebrations. Except for Inga, who is celebrating Passover in Canada with her husband Jared Kushner and 3 children. The first family will attend Easter service at the Church of Bethesda by the Sea near their estate in Palm Beach, Florida on Sunday. The same church where the future president and future first lady were married back in 2005. The president is then expected to spend the rest of the afternoon with family, celebrating Easter festivities and having their traditional Easter egg hunt with his grandchildren. On Monday he and the First Lady will travel together to the White House to host the annual Easter egg roll. The first Easter egg roll began in 1814 and it was started by First Lady Dolly Madison, the wife of then President James Madison. Hundreds of children decorated their own eggs, which they brought from home, to join in the fun. Of course, during their time at the White House, the Obamas turned the fun into a let's go play them to promote an active lifestyle. They could never take a break from the agenda. During his weekly radio address, President Trump stated, "Easter is a holy day of reverence and worship, a sacred time that fills the spirit of our nation with the faith of our people. America is a nation of believers. As long as we have faith in each other, and trust in God, we will succeed. We're a Christian nation again. Amen, my president, amen, amen." Shocking. Three-Gowdy revealed Obama's secret sleazy actions. You'll be speechless? In a current bombshell revelation, Three-Gowdy uncovered mystery operations completed by 30 Obama's insiders that are putting each national's life in huge risk. When they are doing their occupation right, our intelligence agencies mean the world to our national security, as they are continually seizing terrorists' plots to assault America, Yet, since the previous president abused his forces to corner the organizations and utilize them to push his own motivation, Trey Gowdy imagines that around 30 Obama insiders have stayed in the White House. Their main goal is to break data, keeping in mind the end goal to wreck the believability of these offices and imperil U.S. observation programs that deal with our well-being. A few days prior, Trey Gowdy made uncovered Obama's insider facts and cautioned the liberals' media about the results of their illicitly got data utilized against the president. He said that, "Not only are these actions highly illegal, but it is an extremely dangerous threat to the safety of all Americans and to our national security." The unnamed source is one issue, and I'm going to let the media sort out whether the moral quandary that is that. I tell you what is not a moral quandary, that is printing of classified information. I will tell you this: we had a hearing yesterday on one of our surveillance programs up for reauthorization programs this year. The reauthorization of these tools that we need to keep US safe is in jeopardy if we do not stop the leaks, Gowdy continued. Leaks are illegal and they are dangerous and they are deleterious to our national security. It is a small universe of people who would have had access to the underlying conversation, any summaries, and then what ultimately wound up in the Washington Post. So you need to find those 30 and apply whatever pressure is necessary from a legal standpoint through your investigation, because leaks are going to destroy these programs, he added. Considering all that he has done, it doesn't shock us that the previous president is taking unlawful activities as a weapon against his adversaries. In any case, what he's doing is to a great degree flighty, as that these activities can put our country's security in question. The president must recognize these 30 worms and dispose of them quickly. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comments section below. Share the truth, be patriots. Thank you for reading. Insane. BLM activist attacks Trey Gowdy in courtroom. What he did next will leave you speechless. In the politically charged world that we live now, Trey Gowdy is a beam of expectation. Despite the fact that the clasp you are going to watch is 2 years of age, however, it is worth glance back at for his extremely marvelous takedown of a social equity master. Meet Deborah Ramirez from Northeastern University went up against Trey Gowdy in the House. As per Politico, Gowdy scrutinized her amid the House hearing on the cases that BLM was making. They feel that cops are one-sided against Black Americans. Ramirez says that she was a previous prosecutor, yet the contrast amongst her and Trey Gowdy is that Trey Gowdy was readied. Trey Gowdy hit her with a rundown of 340 police officers who were killed in the line of duty in South Carolina. Whether you're killed by a police officer or your next-door neighbor, you're every bit as dead, are not you? I want to get to the point where we lament the death, the murder of a Black female like Nell Lindsay, a South Carolina woman murdered by her estranged husband in 2002, just as much if it's at the hand of an abusive husband, which it was, as we would if it would have been at the hands of a white cop, he said. So I hope that part of this 21st century police strategy conversation that we're having includes getting people to cooperate with law enforcement so you can hold people to the exact same standard regardless of the race of the victim, he said. This is great, Gowdy. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comments section below. Share the truth, be patriots. Thank you for reading. Breaking. President Trump did it, finally he did it, this is huge. President Donald Trump has been caught up with surveying a considerable measure of the horrendous executive orders foisted upon us by President Barack Obama in the previous administration. One that has horribly affected agriculturists, property holders, farmers, and organizations is the guiltless-sounding Clean Water or Waters of the United States rule, also called WOTUS. President Trump simply declared he will move back the rule and clarifies why encompassed by a considerable lot of the general population whom the rule hurt. Homeowners holders who did anything even with puddles of water all alone land could successfully be stuck in an unfortunate situation from the rule due to the national government reach. From Daily Caller. Republicans, farmers and industrial groups have called the rule an EPA power grab because it extends the agency's powers to new heights over ephemeral waters not physically connected to waters of the U.S. 32 states filed suit against EPA in the court to get federal judges to strike down the rule. EPA Administrator Scott Pruitt sued to have the rule overturned while Attorney General of Oklahoma, a federal judge in North Dakota, issued a stay against WOTUS in August 2015, suggesting there could be legal issues with the rule. Trump wants the EPA to ensure waters are kept free from pollution, while at the same time promoting economic growth, minimizing regulatory uncertainty. He additionally needs to ensure the rule regards the part of states and Congress. The Standard. Trump is suggesting that records both for ensuring water and securing the privileges of landowners? The Scalia Standard. Trump will order federal officials to interpret the term navigable waters in a manner consistent with the opinion of Justice Antonin Scalia in Rapinos v. United States, a departure from the Obama administration interpretation of federal power. Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia, who died in 2016, wrote in his plurality opinion for Rapinos that navigable waters refers to relatively permanent, standing or flowing bodies of water and not ephemeral flows. Sounds like an extraordinary arrangement, a Scalia Standard ensuring the Constitution in addition to securing the privileges of landowners and organizations. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comments section below. Share the truth, be patriots. Thank you for reading.